All right, everyone, Vonda here. Just want to show you what I got from, well, I had a lot more than this, but I gave some away to my friend because she doesn't come down here very much and go shelling. And usually I give her the best of what's found because she can't go shelling or sea glass anytime she wants. So anyway, I had gone to Chincoteague hoping to find these gray ones. Scallop shells. They're fairly big. I found them there. They're probably about 4 inches, but all they had was the black ones. This is turning a little bit gray because I just washed them before I wanted to show them to you, but um, these are really a lighter gray. So anyway, so I found these. Um, when they're dark like this, they did not develop into their fullest potential because I think they stay oxidized, I think is the term, um, or under the sand, hidden or something. They don't oxidize. I forget the term, but they're supposed to brighten up and become. I've seen the lady in Florida. I think they're called calico bay scallops. They come in red, pink, yellows, and then or if they're red, they have like these yellow starburst up them. So you can see the difference. Same shell. So these would have been really, really pretty if they would have come into them. I guess I would say their full potential. Size depends upon maturity, but these in color terms did not hit their full potential. But if you have a big enough sea glass arrangement and you put enough whites and other color whites in there and then just have certain colors that pop, these can be very pretty as a neutral. So anyway, let me show you the difference. So this one is darker, right? But see how at the bottom it's starting to turn? So yeah, I guess if that wouldn't have stayed under the sand, or it would have been the right type of water. I don't know if the water being too alkaline or something has anything to do with it. I have no idea. I haven't researched that much, but it didn't. The scallop didn't stay in the shell long enough, I guess, to produce the color before it ditched. Maybe it got eaten by a seagull or something. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you. And I have some other ones in my shell collection that are actually white and then just have some pink and purple in them. And they did come into their full color purpose. So anyway, so this is what I found. So I found, well, the ones I brought home, there were more there. I just don't work with a lot of dark colors often. So anyway, so we've got 2, 4, 6. And then these two right here. Okay, so found this little moon snail. It's gray as well. It's supposed to be lighter like this one. So I kept it for its gray uniqueness. Although it's very small, the aperture is broken a tad bit right there. But I kept it. Now I did get some bigger ones, but I gave them to my friend to take home. This one is from the moon snail family, but it's got a dark eye, so it'd be called a shark eye. And they get as big as, if not, they can get 3 times this big. But I did find like one about this size, one another a little bit smaller. So I had this from before, but I'm just showing you that they can get bigger. So I gave them to my friend. Now this right here is called a coquina. I just got done washing these. Hopefully it won't break apart. And it looks like a little butterfly wings. It's a lavender purple. If I can keep it together, like hinged, I'll probably make something with it. But if it doesn't stay hinged and it breaks, I don't know what I'll do with it. So I'll put you back there to dry. Oh, here's another little moon snail. Did I already show you that one? No, I didn't show you that one. Oops. Kind of like the little ones. The aperture is not broken. It's just a very tiny one. I think that's why I kept it. All right, so juvenile. And this would be more of an adult. Okay, so I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I'm gonna tell you, I love me some jingles. You can see right here. The yellows are my favorite, but the peach are the rarest. So I think that is, no, it is peach. Anytime I find, I have to get that off. Anytime I find a jingle, I will pretty much always pick it up. If it's, there's one in here that looks, is it this one? Oh, looks like a copper. It's a little bit darker here. Coppery as a penny. Let me see. I'll show you the different textures of peaches, or the different tones of peaches. So they can range in tone. See, this is a lighter peach, and this is a darker peach. More like a coppery color. But if I take this peach, you can see, and put it next to this buttery yellow, you can see the color difference. You know what I mean? Look how, if I put that one right on there, it would just blend right in. Anyway, now this is a really light, almost white. Look at that. See, that's even kind of light for that. So I really like these pale white ones too. They're rare. And then they come in silver. Look at that. So that's silver. And if they stay in the sun long enough when they're silver, this is it'll turn black. But it's got a sheen on it, like a coal black gray. But I don't really care for the darker ones, not because they're not pretty, just because I don't work with, I work more with brighter neutrals and brighter color. So I found this was part of a lightning whelk. See that beautiful, sassy lightning whelk tail, the way it kind of curves around. It's abandoned. It maybe was some other shell evicted it out of its shell home, but I don't find them very often, and usually I'll just find like a tail. I found like, I think 3 or 4 whole lightning whelks the whole time I've been looking. So this one had a little more than the tail. And if you're making something and you were to set it like that and build up some sea glass around it, it's not perfect by any means, but I like the rustic look of it. So this is what the ones in Florida look like. They look like ice cream cones. And there are so many there. They're just perfect. And I have a bunch of these, not because I went to Florida, but I bought them from a sheller in Florida. And see, their tails, I've watched her on YouTube for a while. They tended to be pretty much straight. I really like the way these, the ones in Virginia, their tails are just, they have more swirl to them, more sassiness to them. So I'll put it right here so you can see the tail, see the difference, and see the way and that's just kind of straight. And this is another tail from one in Virginia. And see, it's still curvatured and still. So I find that the ones that I find in Virginia have that kick to them on the beaches here. Now, I did find one piece of sea glass. It's brown, but it's a very unique shape, and it's well tumbled. It's got a nice frost to it, so I picked it up. If you were to put, if I were to wire wrap it, that looks like the shape of a tree. I could wire wrap the branches in there and just see what I can do with it. I'm not going to do that, I don't think so, but I got it. Now these are called giant Atlantic, or is it prickly cockles? Giant Atlantic cockles. And the lady in Florida uses them to like set a bunch of smaller juvenile shells in them. Now I did not get these from Chincoteague. I got these as a gift and a free gift. And so they can be called, she calls them beach bowls. I didn't get them from her, the lady on YouTube, but they have a really pretty, some of them are purple inside. But anyway, these sometimes will come hinged together like that if you find it whole. So when you have two halves, this type of shell is called a bivalve. 1, 2, bivalve. This type of shell is called, it's one shell, it's called a gastropod. So, gastropod. Then, I don't know if I ever showed you my sand dollar or not. I was talking to this man, or the man was talking to me on the beach yesterday. And he was telling me all about how many sand dollars were in Florida on Sanibel Island, I think it was. Anyway, so this is just a small little one. So I like that. Didn't find any of that at Chincoteague. We would have liked to have found some lettered olives. Usually these come darker and with stronger lines that would look like a W or M or N. But I like to work with them, so I don't like really harsh lines when I'm making arts and crafts or making art. I want the neutralness with just a hint of color, like the beige. And then this is a gastropod, and this is called a crown conch. We did not find any crown conchs, although we had hoped to find some of these, because it is the Atlantic Ocean at Chincoteague. You didn't find any of these? Didn't find any crown conchs? Look at all those spikes. You know, the lightning whelk was beat up. So we didn't find any lettered olives. We found a lot of these and none of these. But I had hoped to find some gray. So anyway, that's what I got. So 2 silver jingles. Pretty much it. So she didn't wash her stuff. She took her stuff home. She's going to wash it and clean it when she gets home. She found a banded tulip at Norfolk Naval Station. I've lived here all my life, and I've been shelling since maybe 8 years, and I've never found a banded tulip, and she found one hidden in the rocks. So that was a great find. All right, y'all, this video is over. So it's been long enough. So God bless y'all. And I just thought I'd wash and show you what I did decide to keep. So like I said, there was more, but it's it's on its way up north to her home. Okay, thank you guys. Bye-bye.